Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? Screen ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯೇನ್ರೋ?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the previous class, we were discussing about a JSP, right? A Java Server Pages, right? We discussed what is the use of JSP and how we can use this JSP, and also we learned one practical one example where exactly we can use this JSP or where we can use write this JSP pages. So always kindly remember this one. Even though JSP allows us to write the script, okay. Even though the JSP allows us to write the Java code inside the JSP file, kindly don't follow that fashion. Okay, always remember we will write the presentation logic. Always we will write the presentation logic only in JSP page, and the business logic you write in the servlet page only. Okay, so even though this JSP came into existence to replace this servlet, later they are working with together by taking or with MVC model, right? Model view controller, right? A presentation logic. Always remember whenever you are in the future, if you become uh, the Java programmers, kindly remember always a presentation logic you'll write inside the JSP page, and the business logic you'll write inside the servlet page. Okay, even though there is an option inside the JSP page to write the Java code, don't follow that. Only if you want to test something, only if you want to test for trial and error method, we will say no. So for that purpose only, just for time being sake, you can use that Java code inside this one. But when you are giving as a product, don't mix the presentation logic with the business logic. Even though it works, it is not good for programmers. Okay, so you keep this point in your mind. Okay, always the presentation logic will be in the JSP page, and the servlet will contain the business logic. We know to design the web applications we are using servlet, JSP, and JDBC. Servlet, JSP, and the JDBC. In the previous classes, we learned how the servlets to create and how to read the data into the servlet program, and how it will process that data. And also, we learned how to create a cookies, how to manage the session tracking, how to create a session, right? All those things we learned. Okay, that is a part. Business logic we'll write inside the servlet page. Kindly remember. Okay, and also in the previous class we learned the various types of tags which are there inside the JSP, right? Various types of tags. So we have seen the comment tag, right? So this is what the comment tag we have seen. Declaration tag, right? So this is what the declaration tag we have seen, right? Next, directive tag, right? So this is what the directive tag we are having. Uh, if JSP virtual engine to perform a specific importing of Java packages required by the objects and the methods, then we can use this directive tag. Okay, uh, right? And also we have seen the three types of directive tags. Also we have seen, right? One is import, other one is include, other one is tag lib directory, right? Tag lib. Okay, and next we have seen expression tags are there, right? So this is what the expression tag. Okay, and these are used for expression statements. Next, scripted tag is there, where we are using that commonly used Java control statements and the loops we'll write inside the scriptlet tag, right? These are the five various types of tags we are having in a JSP. Kindly remember, these tags we will use these tags only when we want to write the business logic inside the JSP page. That is when we want to write the Java code inside the JSP page. As I told, we will not follow this one. We will write the Java code inside the servlet. But for knowledge purpose, you learn this. So we are having 5 tags in the JSP. Okay, comment, right? Declaration, directive tag, expression tags, and the scripted tags. You remember all these 5 tags are used to write the Java code inside the JSP page. Inside the JSP page. Okay. Now, next, we will quickly run with the variables and the objects and the control statements which are there inside the JSP page. Okay, and all these are resembling the same syntax of the earlier programming languages which we learned. But only thing is how to write that programming logic by using these 5 types of tags, which are those declaration, comment, directive, and expression, a scriptlet tag. So basically, we'll write inside the scriptlet tag all the Java related code. Expressions, if you are there, then we'll write inside the expression tag. Comments are written in a comment tag. Directives are imported in the directive tag. If there is any fields or methods declaration, then that we will do inside the declaration tag, right? Always remember these 5 tags are used to write the Java code inside the JSP page. Okay, so variables, so how to declare variable. So declaration, we should use the declaration tag. So that is what you can just observe here. You can just observe here the where we are doing the declaration in this particular line. You just see declaration tag is used. Int age is equals to 29. Int age is equals to 29. Next, if I want to display this onto the screen, it is an expression, right? It is an expression. So here we are displaying that onto the screen. So inside this HTML page, we are writing the Java code. Inside this HTML page, we are writing the Java code. If we are writing the Java code, you can embed only by using any of these 5 tags which we learned. Okay, so here declaration, so we are using declaration tag, and here it is expression, and we are using expression tag. We are using expression tag. Okay, so this is how we can integrate this Java code inside the HTML tag, right? So we can save it as a .jsp file. Later we can execute this JSP file. Okay, uh, this we can execute as a JSP file. Okay, as of now, you remember this one. If time permits, I will conduct one session, one practical session, how to build a complete web application using JSP, using servlets, and using JDBC. How to design the front page or the presentation page by using the JSP. How to send the data from JSP to the servlet, and how the servlet will receive this data, processes, how that data can be stored inside the database, how we are retrieving the data from the database into the servlet, again how to send the result back to the JSP page. This complete thing we will call it as a web application, right? If our time permits, we will conduct one practical hands-on session one day. I will inform that. Okay. Okay, so this is how we can integrate. This is how we can integrate the Java code inside the HTML file, right? So this is how a declaration of variable. Similarly, you can just see the various types of variables are declared here, right? Int, various types of variables are declared here. We just observe here. Just observe here. Int age is equals to 29. Float salary. Int employee number, right? This is declaration. So hence these are embedded inside the declaration tag. Okay, so this is how we can declare multiple variables within a single JSP tag, right? Next, we just observe here, declaring an objects and the arrays within a single JSP tag. You just see here, a string name is declared. Next, an array is declared here. You just observe the next line, an array is declared here, right? You just observe a string of array. Next, an object is created here for the string class, right? An object is created here. Okay, an object is created. Next, a vector class is created. Next, an array, integer array is created, and we are initializing the elements for the array. This is how we can create an array in the JSP file. Okay, and we can create an array, we can create an object, right? Okay, so the next, how to use or how to create a method. We just observe here Boolean curve. Boolean curve. This is a method name we are having. This is a method name we are having, and it is taking one parameter grade. Okay, and it is taking one parameter grade, return 10 plus grade. See, this part of the program, this part of the program, this part of the method. Okay, so this part of the method, you just observe it is a normal method we are having. Only thing is that we are embedding inside the script, embedding inside the declaration tag. Okay, so this is what makes the Java code. Now this is a Java code which is inside the HTML page. Okay, and how to call this particular method. This is a method definition we are having, and what is a method call we are having. You can just observe here curve of 80. So this is normal method call, normal method call, right? And since it is a JSP, we are embedding that inside the expression tag. We are embedding that inside the expression tag. Okay, you just observe. Very simple. The programming logic is the same, but the thing is we should use that tags to embed the Java code inside the JSP file. Okay, and this is how a method declaration and method calling will happen inside the JSP. So just observe here. Uh, Overloaded a method. Can we overload any method? Yes, overload means what? The return types of the method will be same, name of the method will be same, as well as the signature, that is the arguments of the method will be different, right? Arguments are different. So here you just observe this is one boolean method we are having, right? This is one boolean method we are having. Just observe curve. Okay, it is taking one argument grade, and here it is one more method is there with the same name with the same return type, and it is taking two arguments. One is grade, other one is curved value. So here method overloading is happening. Method overloading is happening. Now how to invoke or how to call these methods? As usual, if you are passing as two arguments, it will invoke this particular method. If you are passing one argument, it will invoke this particular method. The difference is we are embedding the Java code inside the JSP file. So hence we are using you are using this tag. So you just say this is declaration tag and this is the expression tag we are having, right? Expression tag. This is how method overloading can be achieved inside the JSP file, right? All program logic remains the same. Program logic remains the same. The thing is we should use the tags, right? The thing is we should use the tags. Next control statements we are having. What are the various control statements? How to use these control statements inside the JSP file? You just observe here. This is one particular example of where you can just observe here. One variable we are declaring it as a grade is equals to 70, and we are checking if a grade is greater than 69, we are just displaying. You just observe clearly. You just observe when you want to display something onto the screen, that is presentation logic, automatically should come out of the JSP tags and you should use the HTML tags. When you want to write any Java code, automatically you should go inside the JSP tags. Okay, just observe here. Int grade. So this is what variable declaration. So it is variable declaration and initialization that we are writing inside the declaration tag. Right. If a grade is greater than 69, if a grade is greater than 69, then you just see we are coming out of this tag. We are coming out of this tag and we are using normal HTML code to display that you are passed. Okay, you just observe. So from here to here it is Java code, and here this line is HTML code. Again here it is Java code. So else. So better luck next time. Again it is HTML code, right? So clearly, if you observe here, whatever the Java code is there, we will write inside the tags, and whatever the HTML code is there, we will write coming out of this tag. Means anywhere you can open the tag and anywhere you can close the tag. Okay, similarly here you just see switch of grade. So case label value is 90. If the grade is 90, then automatically this particular statement will be displayed. This is how if else switch statement, right? All the control statements are demonstrated in a single file. Clear? Okay. This is how the control statements we can use, right? So next, looping statements. Looping statements. So what type of looping statements we are having? Just observe here. We are declaring one array, right? Integer array grade we are declaring, and we are storing the elements inside the array 182, 93, and when variable we are taking x is equals to 0, right? So this is declaration. Next, we are displaying one table first, second, in a row we are displaying that first, this is first, and this is second, and this is third. Next, we are going from 1 to 3, 1 to 3, that is 1 and 2. We are just displaying grade of I. Okay, we are just displaying grade of I. Okay, so this is how we can use a for loop. This is how we can use a for loop inside the JSP file. Similarly, while loop. While is also a loop. Java code we are writing inside the tags. So next, here TD is HTML. We want to display that in a table format, right? Table data. And here again this grade of x. So this is what value we are having. This is the Java code. We are embedding inside the script. So sorry, tag, right? Okay. So this is how looping statements can be used inside the JSP. Okay, this is how looping statements can be used inside the JSP. Okay, so this is just for your practicing. For as I told, the complete, whether it is a looping or conditional or declaration, array concept, whatever it may be, the Java code means it has to be inside the right? It has to be inside the servlet. Only the presentation logic, the results should be inside the JSP file. Okay, this is just for your understanding purpose, and this is just for practicing purpose. All it is given. Okay, so kindly remember this point. Similarly, you can just see here. It is a do while statement. It is a do while statement, right? So what is happening is here? What is happening here? So do, right? Do. So from here to here it is Java code. We are coming out of the Java code, and again the table data is HTML code. Again from here it starts with Java code, right? Just observe whatever the Java code is there, it is there inside the tags. Okay. Then now